California dreaming about you.
Echoes. A planet dominated by beasts. For eons, we struggled for survival, barely escaping our predators' fangs and claws. Until, some millennia ago, we discovered Karlar and put an end to the massacre. Karlar, the power to change life. It enlightens and nourishes all life forms. With this mysterious power, we tame the tyrants of the realm. After centuries of strife, we finally battled our way to peace. We arose from barren lands, a civilization of hope and promise. However, Karlar is not only a blessing, and the wheel of fate has begun to turn again.
wake up! It's me, Gila. How could you be sleeping here? Are you all right? Was it that dream again? But I can't make anything of your dream. Anyway, don't worry about that for now. You're gonna need your wits about you. After all, today is the day of the trial. Let's get going. I don't want to be late. Hurry! Over here!
The time has come, warriors. You must complete this trial to become full-fledged hunters. I'm confident that you are all well prepared. Now, tell me your names.
Chopper.
Celtic.
And you, what is your name? Very well. One day, your name shall be Pride of Viderin. Before you leave, select a weapon and complete your final training. Are you feeling nervous? Relax. The trial is a rite of passage for all hunters. You can choose any weapon you like before setting off. Come to me when you're ready. I'll guide you with the Thisbes during the trial. Now that you've picked your weapon, let's move on to the next stage. Oh, I almost forgot. You haven't got your own Thisbe yet, have you? Ah, Thisbes are great hunting partners. Every hunter relies on them during hunts. Well done. It'll be your partner from now on. Whistle at any time to summon it. Looks like we're done preparing. Let's commence the trial.
We've reached our destination. Let's go.
Did I miss the landing spot?
Trial hunt has come to an end. You are now a full-fledged hunter.
May Calor always grant you strength and courage, my child. What an auspicious beginning for a young hunter's first adventure. Hunting has kept our people alive ever since our forefathers discovered Calor. You must be exhausted. Go and visit the Calor heart. The holy relic will restore your strength, calm your mind, and bolster your bravery. When you feel restored, take a walk amongst our people. I'm certain the whole tribe will want to meet the young warrior who is destined for glory.
You're here to see the Kalar heart, aren't you? Isn't it beautiful to behold?
But you'd better not touch it with your bare hands. It might turn your skin green, or cause you to grow tentacles. Of course, the probability of that is infinitesimally small. Actually, you could probably sleep right up against the thing and you'd be fine, but still, I'm not sure you want to risk it.
All right, stop scaring people, Dila. Please let me introduce Dikala, our High Priestess. I just call her Dila. You can too. I know, it's surprising, but she is indeed our High Priestess. She's much younger than people expect, but she is the most gifted medium Vidarin has ever had.
You must be the spirited hunter who killed the Blood Gorg. Hilo won't shut up about you, and your incredible dreams. She says you're valiant and powerful and kind of a cutie, but that you can also be ridiculously slow about some things.
Why don't you talk about the Kalar heart, Dila? Something you actually know about?
Of course, of course. Even the most potent of hunters may not know the mysteries of the Kalar heart, and I am always happy to share my knowledge. Before it was discovered by our Vidarin forebears, the Kalar heart was concealed beneath ancient ruins. If we hadn't found it, we would still be living in constant terror, hunted mercilessly by Ekor's beasts. The heart enables our people to use Kalar, a mysterious energy that molds and animates all living things. It exists within the earth and within all life. With Kalar, we are able to stand our ground against the beasts. Our forefathers built Vidarin on this ruin, surrounding the Kalar heart. Hunters, mediums, and artisans come together to support the tribe. It grants insight and wisdom to the Kalar mediums. It gives imagination and skill to artisans. It fills the hunters with courage and strength. One could say that the Kalar heart infuses Vidarin with its very lifeblood. Our tribe wouldn't stand a chance without it. We'd be defenseless against our savage predators. Come to think of it, if our Kalar heart were taken from us, Vidarin hopes and dreams would be taken as well.
Don't mind her. She gets a little carried away sometimes. I shouldn't have brought it up. Anyway, nobody could possibly steal the Kalar heart. Come on, Dila. You know that 3 special tokens are needed to remove it from its pedestal. And the tokens are fiercely guarded by the Chief Hunter, the Chief Artisan, and by you, the High Priestess. Not even the most extraordinary thief could pull that off.
Have some roast meat, my friend. Wait a second. You're the young upstart who took down the Blood Gorg? Ha! Everybody's talking about you, and not just the hunters. Listen, friend, how about doing me a little favor? I'm in need of some ingredients for a new recipe. But don't worry, you won't have to travel too far. Everything I need is listed right here, and you should be able to find it all in the woods nearby. If you're willing to help out, you'll be the first to taste my new dish.
Leaving on a hunt. Well, my Thisbys can give you a ride. Or if you're setting off on a longer journey, you are welcome to use my airship. Magnificent creatures, aren't they? In addition to being fantastic flyers, they also have unparalleled perception of Kalar. Trained Thisbys can transmit messages through Kalar waves, and even carry hunters on short flights. They may be tiny, but they possess immense strength.
First ingredient is a rust. Caught one. Caught another one. I've got 3 of them. That should be enough. Now it's time to get some meat. A bulwark? That should be plenty for a hearty meal. Collected all the ingredients Kent needs. Time to head back.
That's everything I need. Good work. Let's see. Russer gall, bulwark fat. Oh, blood gore, guys. You are going to be the first one to try this when it's done. Hey, what's with that look? What's going on? That sounds like it's coming from the Kalar heart. Quickly, go and check it out, Hunter.
What's happening? I have a bad feeling about this.
Now it seems that the Kalar heart is missing.
How is this possible? How could the Kalar heart have disappeared from under our noses? The token, you say? Yes, of course I have it. Look, it is right here. You aren't suggesting that the High Priestess, the Chief Hunter, and I conspired to steal the heart, are you? That's ridiculous. Besides, we couldn't have done it with so many people around. Don't just stand there. Start investigating. We mustn't let the thief get away.
Perhaps I should check out the Kalar terminal. Maybe I'll find something there. What is this spore? There's another one here. I've never seen these before. Wait, these spores are contaminated with Calor. Maybe Gila can help me understand this.
You found spores contaminated with Calor? You know, they look familiar. I remember now. These come from the Caledon tribe.
The Caledonians? I should have known.
The Caledonians are the natives who inhabit the Forest of Ancients. They rarely interact with us, but I'm sure these spores come from the forest. They use the spores in religious rituals to induce a trance-like state. They believe it brings them closer to their goddess. These spores are used by the Caledonians in religious rituals to induce a trance-like state. They believe it brings them closer to their goddess. But how could they have removed the heart without the 3 tokens? Wait! I remember being told of a legend by the old head priestess. She said the Caledon priests had a special technique to convert the heart into a corporeal form. Maybe that's how the thief did it.
I knew those Caledons wouldn't stay hidden in their woods forever. We must inform the village elder. If those forest-bound savages are the culprits, we'll have no choice but to go to war.
Are you going? So, he may...
You can try recruiting.
This is the helper I told you about.
Pleasure to meet you, Vidarin. As you can see, I'm a Cheeburb warrior. I may be different from the rest, but I'm a Cheeburb through and through.
My friend wants to take a trip to the Forest of Ancients to prevent, war.
The Forest of Ancients? That's a dangerous place, but I'd do anything to keep us out of a war. After all, no one knows the vileness of war better than a warrior. You should be aware that taking the life of a conscious being with a soul is far crueler than killing monsters. We'll head out as soon as you're ready.
This is your first adventure to so distant a place, right?
So, you are the youngster who took down the Bloodgorg? You must have extraordinary skills to best a creature like that on your first hunt. You remind me of my younger self. You can't keep using that old weapon of yours. Vidarin weapons are far more advanced than those from other tribes. They can be forged and enhanced to become more powerful. I can forge your weapons to improve their attributes and unlock new forms. You'll see that we artisans are as serious about our work as you hunters. Now that we're done with your weapon, let's start on your armor. Whether you're going to the Forest of Ancients, the Volnar Valley, or anywhere beyond Vidarin, you'll need a set of good armor to protect yourself from dangerous beasts. Come with me, and I'll show you how to forge armor.
Looks like you're ready to go. Be on your way, child. Don't expect to be welcomed by the Forest of Ancients. The Caledonians hold a far deeper grudge than we do, not to mention the conflicts in our beliefs. But don't worry. I know an adventurer named Skady. She has lived in the forest for years. She knows everything about the place. If you run into any trouble, you can ask her for help. Skady's been quite active in the area near Vidarin of late. Her camp should be easy to find, but you may find her a bit odd in the way she appears and interacts with people. I hope you aren't put off by her uniqueness. There is no time to lose. You must set off immediately.
It's too quiet. Feels like someone is watching us.
But I don't feel anything.
I'd trust a warrior's instincts if I were you.
A medium's senses are more reliable. We have the eyes of a Thisbe and the ears of a Russer. Neither a breeze in the leaves nor the rustling of the grass escapes my... Let's talk things out.
Who dares trespass on this sacred territory? Two Vidarins?
And a Cheeburb.
You are not welcome here. Leave now.
No, we won't leave until we get the Caller Heart.
Only the most foolish of thieves would announce their plots so brazenly. What makes you think that you can steal our holy relic?
Thieves? Steal? What on Ekors are you talking about? We're here to get our Caller Heart back. How do we know it wasn't you who stole our holy relic?
Your holy relic is worthless to us Vidarins. Your abuse of Kala has tainted the Kala Heart deeply. Your presence is a desecration of Kala. If you know what is best for you, you should leave at once.
Like she said, we aren't leaving until we get the Kalar Heart.
There's no need for unnecessary bloodshed. But heed my words, strangers. You best not harbor any ill intentions. I will keep an eye on you, as the eye of our goddess.
These Caledonians are hiding something, I know it. Darn it! I can't sense the Caller Heart's presence, but my intuition tells me that it's nearby. Don't look at me like that. I'm a medium, and a medium's intuition is as reliable as her eyes. By the way, who was it that Denor mentioned? Was it Skady? She should be nearby. Maybe she knows something. Is that Skady?
Pick up the beast first, then ask her yourself.
Devilish beast.
Thanks. I wouldn't have survived if you hadn't shown up. But wait, why are you here? Viderans don't belong in the Forest of Ancients. Oh, I'm Skady, by the way. I'm a Videran adventurer. Actually, a half Videran, half Caledanian adventurer. You know my name. Village Elder Denner told you to come, right? Wait, you're saying that the Kalar heart was stolen? That's terrible news. But if you're asking me whether this has anything to do with Kaladin, I don't have an answer for you. In any event, if you're gonna explore this forest, you'd better be prepared for anything. Did you run into Ato and his people? I'm sure he didn't give you a warm welcome. Many years have passed since the last war between the two tribes, but the hostility is not forgotten. After all, the two tribes' beliefs about Kalar keep them in irreconcilable conflict. The Viderans use Kalar almost all the time, not just for fighting. Only a few clerics can use it on a limited basis, and only with the permission of the Nameless Goddess.
Nameless Goddess? Is that the god the Caledanians believe in?
That's right. She is their supreme deity. They believe that Kalar and everything else in the world is her creation. Ordinary people of flesh and blood, whether Videran or Caledanian, must not taint the sacred Kalar. To do so is considered blasphemy. Ato and the others are preparing the annual prayer ritual. It's the most important religious event for Caledanians, when they pray for good weather in the coming year. The ceremony is the only time of year when they take out their most holy relic, which is usually kept hidden away. That relic is the Kalar heart. That's why they've been particularly vigilant of late.
It's understandable that they're worried about the theft of their Kalar heart. That calls for extra vigilance. But Kalar is a natural thing. It certainly isn't created by any god. No rational Videran would believe that.
Maybe you're right. But I have both Videran and Caledanian blood, so I can't easily dismiss her existence with rationality.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I'm saying that...
Don't worry. As a bicultural individual, I'm used to it. What I'm trying to say is that I know the Nameless Goddess worshipped by the Caledanians does exist, even if she's not necessarily the creator of Kalar.
She exists? How can you be so sure?
Because I've seen her with my own eyes.
You've seen her?
Yes. I once saw the figure of the Nameless Goddess in an old, abandoned temple. She looks both Videran and Caledanian. Perhaps she looks slightly more Caledanian.
Are you sure that it wasn't a dream? Or an illusion?
I was in a terrible state at the time. But I'm sure it wasn't a dream, much less an illusion. But it's a long story. Let's focus on the issue at hand. The Kalar heart is what you should be most concerned about right now. I'm prepared to be your guide. After all, you saved my life and helped me to retrieve my dagger, which is my most prized possession. It was left to me by a dear friend who passed away. I'll help you, but I'll need some time to get ready.
What do you think? Are you convinced of what a good forge can do? I knew it. All right, let's complete the rest of your armor. You have to protect yourself before you can defend others.
Looks like you're ready to go, Hunter. But if you don't mind, give me a bit more time. It won't hurt to explore the outskirts of the forest first. It's never a good idea to just rush right into the heart of the forest. I'm guessing that your Kalar medium friend has come up empty so far? That is likely due to interference from the bile roaches. The beasts release Kalar when they breed, seek a mate, and hunt. It disrupts the Kalar medium's perception. If you want her to successfully locate the heart's location, then you should probably get rid of that roach first. That bug is cunning, lethal, and well camouflaged. But if you capture its roachlings, which are much easier to deal with, you may be able to draw it out. Use...
Here, roachling babies. Time to eat. Whoa, it looks pretty riled up.
Are you here to enhance your equipment? Leave it to me. Enhancing is different from forging. Enhancing equipment doesn't change its physical form, but it significantly improves the equipment's attributes.
Looks like everything is ready. Let's get going. We've no time to waste. I'll try to get some leads from the Caledonians. You can look for more clues in the forest.
Still can't perceive the heart. All I feel are a few subtle Kalar fluctuations. Never mind. Let's keep exploring. What's this symbol? It appears to be drawn with spores. That's right. They're just like the Kalar-contaminated spores. There are spores here too. We're getting closer to the truth.
These people have gone too far down the road of madness. Eventually, this madness will consume them. Greetings, Outlander. I am Zatu, leader of the Hawkwolf clan. I am descended from both sky and land. I've heard legends of your people and stories of your ancestors. Our people were first to inhabit this forest, long before the arrival of the Caledonians. For many years, we lived in peace with them. We do not interact with each other, nor do we violate each other's territories. But their religious zealots have upset this balance recently. They have left marks of desecration in our territory, as they have sought to learn how to manipulate monsters. No matter their purpose, they have destroyed the balance and must pay the price. Outlander, if they are also your enemy, you must be especially careful. They have many weapons, not only slashers. I must keep tracking them. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to fight side by side one day.
How goes it? Have you found any clues? Tell me everything you know. You had a direct encounter with the Adventists?
Yes, they are all crazed. They not only perform human sacrifices, they also use those weird spores to control the beasts. In my eyes, they're no better than the monsters themselves. They're totally irrational.
Though I do not agree with their methods, the Adventists aren't monsters. In fact, many of them were just ordinary Caledonians living ordinary lives. They weren't so different from you Viderans. It was a tragic fate that led them astray. Many of them suffered terrible misfortune and tragic loss. That's why they pin all their hopes on summoning the goddess.
Is that why they're willing to sacrifice their own lives?
Indeed. The sacrificial ritual also offers a kind of atonement.
Atonement?
I once had a conversation with an Adventist who had volunteered for the sacrifice. He had committed unforgivable sins, and his mistakes had caused the death of many people. His life had become a nightmare. He sacrificed his life as a prayer to the goddess, and to borrow her power for his redemption. Such beliefs allow them to be manipulated by the higher-ups in the Adventists.
It's ridiculous! Whether or not the goddess exists, it is the ultimate sign of weakness. Blind sacrifice doesn't bring anything back. Throwing away your life isn't noble, nor does it atone for past sins. There's no point in dwelling on the past.
But if you deny the past, isn't it the same as denying yourself?
I don't see it that way. Each thing that has happened in the past is like a single drop of water in the sea of memories. As long as you're alive, you must look to the future, no matter what you've lost in the past.
If one day you lose something that you truly care about, you may see things differently.
No matter what I lose, I won't become a coward.
Enough! This conversation ends now. It is not possible or necessary to reach a consensus.
Maybe you're right.
I think you're talking too much.
I didn't mean to offend her. I don't know why she got so angry. But she's our guide, and it'll be a problem if she quits. So it's better to go and try to make up.
You found this place after all. Looks like you're pretty stubborn, too. This dagger. Well, it's the most important thing I have. Actually, it was left to me by an old friend.
As you can see, I'm a descendant of both Vyderin and Kaladin. This means that I belong neither to you, nor to them. It also means that I'm not accepted by anyone. But she didn't mind my identity. Thus, she became my only friend in Vyderin. Her father was a scholar who researched Kaladin's culture and language. She also inherited an interest and passion for the forest. We made a pact long ago. When we grow up, we will uncover the secrets of the forest together. We tried our best to fulfill our promise, and came here. We studied the terrain of the forest and explored the forgotten ruins.
It was the most fulfilling time of my life,
and it should have lasted much longer. However, during one of our explorations, she was assaulted by a beast. She collapsed just like that, right in front of me. I turned to the Kaladinian doctors for help, but there was nothing they could do. Their lofty beliefs kept them from stooping to use their Kalar to save her life. But she didn't hold any grudges, not even against the unfairness of fate, till her last moment. But I hate them, and I loathe myself. I should have protected her. However, I won't leave just because of this. I will continue to explore the mysteries of this forest. This was also her final wish. Is it cowardly to dwell on the past? Perhaps. Although I won't go so far as to sacrifice my own life. I'll never forget her, and the pact we have.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I shouldn't have said what I said.
It's okay. Maybe she would want me to let go of all this.
Speaking of the ritual and the Hawkwolves, I know about that Caledonian sect. Their foolish, obstinate ways are beyond help. And I believe they have something to do with the lost Kalar heart. But I can't allow you to face those fanatics alone. Since you're already familiar with the various fighting styles, it's time I showed you how to upgrade your weapon skill. I know you probably have a lot of questions. Don't fret. I'll take you through the steps. The Hunters Alliance and I will help locate the beast. Then it's up to you to give it all you've got. See any improvement in your combat ability? You're now ready to continue looking for the lost Kalar heart. You should leave now. Don't keep your friend waiting.